Welcome back to Wonder Garden. If you're an orchid enthusiast, you definitely won't want to miss today's video. I'll share with you a special, incredibly simple method for growing and caring for orchids that delivers surprising results. The exciting part is that, with ingredients you might consider throwing away from your kitchen, you can transform them into a miracle potion to help your orchids stay healthy, grow roots quickly, and continuously produce flower buds. Join me in getting started and see the magic that will happen to your orchids. If you have store-bought orchids like this one, but haven't prepared a specialized pot or growing medium for repotting, don't worry. Today, I'll guide you through an extremely simple way to repot an orchid without needing specialized tools or materials, while still creating a beautiful, natural, and healthy orchid pot. The first step is to remove all the moss wrapped around the base of the plant. This moss is typically used by stores to keep the plant moist during transport and display. However, if left for too long, moss retains too much water, making the orchid roots prone to waterlogging and rot. When removing the moss, work gently to avoid breaking young roots. It's best to observe carefully while removing. If the roots are too tightly attached to the moss, you can lightly soak the base in water for 5 to 10 minutes to soften the moss, making it easier to separate from the roots. Removing the moss thoroughly not only makes the roots more breathable, but is also a crucial step to eliminate dirt, bacteria, or fungi that may be hiding in the moss layer. After removing all the moss, we can clearly see the entire root system of the plant. Don't throw away the moss you just removed. I'll reuse it to repot this orchid, saving resources while keeping the pot natural. At this point, observe carefully and immediately cut away any roots that are rotten, waterlogged, or discolored. This prevents bacteria and fungi from spreading to healthy roots while creating conditions for new roots to grow. After pruning, I'll rinse the entire orchid under running water to completely remove dirt and any remaining pathogens, preparing the plant for the new planting step. After rinsing, let the plant drain for a few hours. To treat this orchid, I'll use coffee grounds. Coffee grounds contain nitrogen, potassium, phosphorus, and various trace minerals that stimulate root growth, enhance plant resilience, and reduce fungal attacks. I'll use 1 tablespoon of coffee grounds like this. Add them to 500 milliliters of boiling water. Then, cover and steep until the water cools completely. During the steeping process, the minerals and organic compounds in the coffee grounds dissolve into the water, creating a nutrient-rich solution that effectively revives and nourishes the orchid. Next, I'll use baking soda, Baking soda has mild antifungal and antibacterial properties and balances the pH on the roots and leaves, making the growing environment less favorable for fungal growth. I'll dissolve 1 tablespoon of baking soda in 2 liters of clean water. Stirring thoroughly until it fully dissolves. This solution will be used to soak all the prepared moss. This soaking disinfects pathogens, fungi, and bacteria still clinging to the moss while ensuring the moss retains stable moisture without harboring diseases. This creates a cleaner, safer, and more nutrient-rich medium for the orchid to grow. Soak the moss in this solution for 3 hours. After 2 hours of steeping, when the coffee solution has completely cooled, I'll filter out all the grounds, keeping only the clear liquid. Filtering out the residue prevents fermentation or mold during storage and ensures the roots aren't clogged or suffocated by coffee grounds when applied. To avoid nutrient shock to the roots, I'll dilute this solution with 1 liter of water. Next, I'll soak the entire base of the orchid in the filtered coffee solution for about 30 minutes. While waiting, I'll use this solution to wipe the entire leaves of the plant. Coffee contains antioxidants and a small amount of caffeine, which stimulate the plant's metabolic processes, while minerals like potassium and magnesium nourish leaf tissues, making them greener, glossier, and better at photosynthesis. Wiping the leaves also removes dust or mold from the surface, improving leaf respiration and reducing pest risks. I won't waste the remaining coffee solution. Instead, I'll make full use of it by pouring it into a spray bottle and using it to nourish other orchids and various ornamental plants in the garden. The coffee solution contains many antioxidants, trace minerals, and organic compounds that stimulate root growth, enhance plant resilience, and make leaves naturally glossy and green. Additionally, the coffee scent helps repel certain small pests in a safe and environmentally friendly way. After the moss has soaked for the required time, I'll remove it and squeeze out excess water. After 30 minutes, I'll take the orchid out and proceed with repotting. Today, you won't need to use a pot like in traditional planting. Instead, I'll repurpose an old wooden cutting board as the growing medium for the orchid. You can absolutely use a wooden plank or a short log, as long as it's large and sturdy enough to secure the orchid's base. Growing orchids on wood not only gives the plant a natural shape, breathability, and prevents waterlogging, but also creates a rustic, forest-like aesthetic. Wood also retains just enough moisture, helping the roots anchor firmly and grow healthily over time. With this old cutting board, I'll use a few small screws like these and secure them on both sides of the board. These screws act as anchor points, making it easy to tie and secure the orchid's base without worrying about it shifting. This method is both sturdy and ensures the plant stays stable during new root growth, while also preventing the base from wobbling when watered or moved, avoiding damage to young roots. To repot this orchid, I'll reuse the moss disinfected with baking soda. First, I'll place a thin layer of moss on the surface of the wooden board. This moss layer not only retains moisture for the base, but also creates a soft cushion, preventing the roots from directly contacting the hard, dry wood surface. Next, place the orchid's base neatly, arranging the roots naturally in the desired direction. Then, I'll cover the middle of the base with another layer of moss to retain moisture directly at the root zone. Now, I'll divide the roots into two parts. For the first half, I'll use pandan string to secure them firmly to the screw anchor points, ensuring the roots are neatly attached and won't shift when moved or watered. For the remaining roots, I'll place them lightly over the middle moss layer, like this, and secure them with pandan string without adding another moss layer on top. This method keeps the outer roots breathable, allowing easy air exposure, which encourages faster new root growth and prevents prolonged moisture, a cause of root rot. At the same time, when watering or misting, these roots dry quickly, helping the plant stay healthy and anchor firmly to the wooden medium over time. After completing the securing of the orchid's base, you now have a natural-style orchid basket that mimics the plant's original wild environment. This planting method is not only visually appealing, but also helps the plant adapt well, growing sustainably without relying on too many artificial materials. Once the planting process is complete, I'll lightly mist the entire plant with the previously prepared coffee solution. This provides instant hydration, supplements beneficial minerals and organic compounds, and makes the leaves cleaner and glossier. Finally, I'll hang the plant in a cool, airy spot with soft, diffused light, such as under a tree canopy or porch. On regular days, you only need to lightly mist the plant with this coffee solution 2 to 3 times a week. This is another orchid I've cared for using this exact method, and you can see how incredibly healthy it is. New flower buds have started appearing on the stem, signaling an upcoming vibrant bloom. Notably, the plant's root system is developing strongly, firmly anchoring to the wood's fibers and weaving through the crevices, which not only helps the plant stand more securely, but also creates a natural, wild beauty true to the essence of forest orchids. As you can see, with just a bit of creativity and repurposing ingredients that might seem like waste, we can create a living environment close to nature for the plant and help it thrive healthily. If you love this planting method, try applying it to your orchids at home and share your results in the comments below. Don't forget to hit Like and subscribe to Wonder Garden to stay updated with extremely helpful planting and care tips I'll share in upcoming videos.